there, AMC fans, and welcome to the Thursday Ticket. This is a live show, and when you're shooting things live, things happen.
Yep.
Our show is a little bit backtracked today, so we apologize for the delay, but we have a lot of exclusive offers ready for you, so make sure you stay tuned until the end of the show. We're going to try to speed things up just to catch up a little bit. But my name is Sergio. This is Kaylee. We're here in the AMC studio live and in living color. Excited to be here with you.
Yeah, thank you so much for joining us. Like Sergio said, we have so much to talk about this week, and we're going to kick it right off with Dora in the Lost City of Gold. So, each week, if you see the show, we've got a question of the week. And our question this week, we want to know from you guys, so get your thumbs ready to get typing. What is your favorite TV show that has released on the big screen? It ties right into Dora because, Dora was a children's TV show that has now been made into a big screen film.
And there are an array of options.
From.
You can think of all your childhood TV shows, current TV shows that are hitting the big screen right now.
Yeah.
I know Downton Abbey is a really big one for lots of people out there, right?
I like that. Yeah, but there's so many to choose from. What is it, like Baywatch, Smurfs, Transformers, 21 Jump Street, Muppets? The list goes on and on.
So if I had to think of my favorite TV show made movie, I'd go back to 1990s Jim Henson's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That was classic. I mean, I grew up with He-Man and the Ninja Turtles, and seeing them on the big screen was just knocked my socks off. So that's got to be my number one. What about you? Yeah,
so I liked seeing when they take a film or a TV show, that's older, and then seeing what they do to modernize it. And I think the best example of that is Transformers. That's a classic from the 80s, and it's been transformed into modern daytime, literally, pun intended. And I like to see what they do with each film, making it bigger and more crazy than the last, and that has to be my favorite.
And I gotta say, that's a pretty good choice, because I don't know if you realize, but Isabella Moner, who is the star of Dora, was in the last Transformers movie. So
that's a
very nice
segue.
choice. Great segue.
Well, we cannot wait to keep talking about Isabella, who plays Dora in the Lost City of Gold in our weekend movie guide. Let's get to it.
So opening in theaters today, Dora and the Lost City of Gold.
That's right.
This is a film that I know a lot of people are pretty excited about. Dora has been a hit with kids at home and all that good stuff.
Yeah, so we originally know her from the animated series on Nickelodeon. She was beloved and she was curious. She taught us all a little bit of Spanish, and now she is on the big screen and she's grown up a little bit. She's matured, but she's no longer animated. She is Dora in the flesh, and we're really excited to see her.
So we mentioned Isabella Moner earlier, right? And wow, what an incredible talent. The talent that she's been paired with in this movie, I thought was just sick. And partially, I mean, I'm a little partial because I'm Hispanic, but this is an entirely Hispanic cast. So you've got the likes of Eugenio Derbez, you got Eva Longoria, Michael Pena.
Yeah.
You've got a really, really great cast, and it's awesome to see them bring this childhood, TV show to life.
Yeah, they've all done such a great job. We got to sit down with them and they talked about their favorite parts of Dora and how Dora does such a great job of instilling these core values into young children. Let's take a look.
Cousin Diego, you're so skinny and tall.
You are way more energetic than I remember.
Why is it so important to see a young Latina heroine in an Indiana Jones type role?
I didn't think that it was going to be, made and especially in my lifetime. So it's really an honor.
No, it's so timely too. There's so many things, not only for young Latinas, but for young girls, to see a character like Dora be smart and fearless and adventurous, intelligent. It's great for them to go, oh, I can be that and still be cool.
I think that they can learn to be themselves. I mean,
the authenticity.
The authenticity is just it's so pure and so real. And that really comes from Isabella.
First of all, you never know when you're gonna see another Latina female lead as kind of a superhero kind of role, as well as the girliness that she can carry, the femininity that she just rocks is really cool. Yeah.
I loved seeing what the cast had to say about Dora and everything that she teaches young children and young women especially, that they can be curious and they can be smart and they can be strong, all while still being feminine. I love it.
And I really enjoy the fact that this movie is like the kids' version, and they said it in the video you just saw, it's like the kids' version of Indiana Jones. I mean, it's going to be a lot of fun, antics, a lot of adventure. It's really one to enjoy this weekend.
Yeah, and if you guys want to explore like Dora, we have a sweepstakes for you. All you have to do is buy tickets opening weekend, and you are automatically entered for a three-day trip for four, excuse me, that's a mouthful, to Santa Rosa, California for a private wildlife reserve. So you get to go on a safari adventure and you can explore like Dora if you're an AMC Steps member.
Awesome. So take advantage of that. That is fantastic. The next film we're going to talk about, and this takes me again back to my childhood, right? So Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. Now, I will never forget sitting at a bonfire. Incredible. This is one that has gotten a lot of buzz as of late because it's, again, books brought to the big screen.
So I remember reading these books as children too, but I think what's an interesting take on this is that while the story is based on books, in the movie, it's actually the kids reading the scary stories. And when they read the scary stories, it happens to them in real life, which is such a fun concept. And it's just that weird play on, hey, you should read or maybe don't read, but still encourages kids to read to find out what happens and how it plays out to them in real life, I think is really exciting.
Yeah, it was, I mean, back then it was kind of like our version of Goosebumps back then. And it's very similar in the story and what happens in the movie. But like you said, maybe this will encourage some of the younger generations to investigate and see what these books were all about. So I'm very excited to see them. I'll never forget that one phrase. And if you guys read the books, you know, me tie do ti walker. Anyway, we'll leave it there, but that was my favorite.
That's awesome. All right, well, we have some Hollywood news to talk about. We are really excited, so let's get there.
All right, so we're going to kick off Hollywood news talking about something pretty huge that was just announced today. Angry Birds 2 opens next week, but it was announced that rather than opening on a Wednesday, you can actually go see it all day on Tuesday. So make sure you pick up your tickets, amctheaters.com, see what times are available near you, but you can see this movie on Tuesday of next week. Very excited for that.
That's the best way to end the summer.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Angry Birds 2 came out Angry Birds 1 came out in 2016, and it was based off of the video game, and it was just hilarious. I think it's one of my favorite animated films in the fact that the birds and the pigs in the movie are adults, and so it relates to our adult humor, but still the children think it is just as funny. So it's one of those that kids and parents can equally enjoy.
And last weekend we had some screenings of Angry Birds, and some of the buzz that's come out of the screenings have been outright hilarious. People love the movie. I'll never forget when we went to CinemaCon earlier this year and Sony, showed us 15 minutes of what they had coming. And there's just one scene, and for those of you that saw it, you know what scene I'm talking about. It's where the birds and the pigs get dressed up in this costume of this bird, and they walk inside of a restroom, a male's restroom, and then there's an encounter with a security guard, and all kinds of crazy antics go on. The movie looks hilarious. Make sure you see that one this weekend. Yeah, on Tuesday of next week.
So we got to sit down with the cast. They talked about their favorite scenes and some of their favorite parts of the movie. So let's check that out.
Oh no, he's leaving.
Yeah, I'm just gonna...
Are there any sequences that stand out that you're like, oh, kids are gonna go nuts over that?
Oh, when they play that Baby Shark song. Those kids are gonna go nuts, right?
Yes. There's some witchcraft with that song.
I will be actually shocked if Baby Shark isn't in Mamma Mia 3.
I love, the whole action sequence once they finally get into Eagle Island and the takedown. It's sort of like a heist film. I love them inside of the robot or the costume, you know what I mean? The Trojan bird, if you will, eagle. And that whole thing that takes place in the bathroom is pretty darn funny.
So the movie looks like loads of fun,
So
and there's nothing more fun than a chance to win a cool prize pack.
What?
So we've been known to give away prizes on during the shows, whether they're movie tickets or movie props or things of that nature. So we have an Angry Birds the Movie 2 prize pack that we're going to announce now. So the prize pack comes with a poster, socks, t-shirt, backpack, anything your kids are going to need to go back to school and support and show their love for Angry Birds. And the way you qualify to win this prize pack, which we're going to give out later today, is by doing what, Kaylee?
Yeah, so we need you guys to answer a question. So there are 5 cast members who are in Angry Birds 2 who were also on Saturday Night Live or are currently on Saturday Night Live. So we don't need you to name all 5. We just need you to name 3. So drop 3 of the Saturday Night Live cast members who are also in Angry Birds 2 in the comments section. And later on in the show, stay tuned, we are going to pick a winner at random.
Awesome.
So good luck.
Good luck. So next in Hollywood news, we're going to talk some trailers. Addams Family dropped earlier this week. That was pretty cool. I mean, I saw the trailer, and the first thing I thought to myself, man, this looks awesome. It has a vibe of Hotel Transylvania in there, so you know the movies are going to be fun.
It looks like so much fun. Fun, Sergio, is the best way to put it. It looks witty. It looks great. The next trailer that dropped this morning, actually, is called Honey Boy. So this was written by Shia LaBeouf, and it's based loosely on his relationship with his father. And something that's interesting is Shia actually plays his father in the trailer. And I got emotional just watching the trailer.
Oh, yeah,
it's
totally.
this very strange relationship between the father and the son, and the pressure that the father puts on the son, and all the son wants to do is please his dad. It looks like it's going to be emotional, and Shia's performance looks to be absolutely top-notch.
You watch a trailer and you can start thinking, ooh, that could be Academy content right there, you know?
I could not agree more.
For sure. And then lastly, we have some casting news that we're very excited about. Venom 2 has found its director, and that director, if you haven't been privy to it, is Andy Serkis, the master of motion capture animation. So Andy Serkis, you guys know, who played Golem in the Lord of the Rings movies, and then most recently did the Mowgli movie and the War of the Planet of the Apes and all that good stuff. He is taking the helm and directing Venom 2. So I'm very excited what he can bring to this movie, which was an October hit. I mean, it broke the highest grossing movie of October of all time last year with $80 million. So very excited about Andy Serkis taking on Venom 2.
Yeah, next up, we are going to get into our AMC Artisan Films. Let's get to it. All right, first up, we have Art of Racing in the Rain. And Kevin Costner voices the sweetest golden retriever. If you've watched the trailer, I was 10 seconds into the trailer. I'm like, I'm already going to get emotional. Sergio and I are both huge dog lovers.
Huge.
We've got Amanda Seyfried in it, and she kind of plays a love interest. And she mentions, you know, I don't really like dogs. And he says, oh, he's not a dog. Enzo is the name of the dog. And he said, he's not a dog. He's a human. And that's exactly how I think many of us animal lovers feel, is they're not dogs, they're parts of our family.
Absolutely. And listen, these movies have found a home with people out there. They resonate with a lot of us. And this year, when I look at all the dog movies that have come out in 2019 alone, you've got A Dog's Journey, A Dog's Way Home, Art of Racing in the Rain. These are movies that, you know, you're going to go enjoy, but you know, they're also going to pull at your heartstrings. You may come out of that movie very emotional. So I'm very excited to see what they do with it. And you're right, Kevin Costner, a legend. He's awesome, and can't wait to see his performance in this.
So we've got a clip. It shows a little bit of the movie. We also talked to the cast, and they kind of tell us what we can learn from our animals and why dogs are so fantastic.
Even back then, I knew I was different than other dogs. My soul just felt more human.
I think there's a lot to learn from Enzo's view into the world.
When I return to this world, I will teach people all that I know, all that I have learned.
You see these kind of hopeful way of looking at humanity through the eyes of an animal that wants to be so badly a human. You start to understand the power of impact that we have.
Not really much of a dog person.
He's more person than dog.
Denny was clearly taken with her grooming. She probably bathed every day for all I knew.
It's their wide-eyed innocence. It's their playfulness and their curiosity, and they just want to love you and be and live in the present, and we could all learn from that.
If people have their blinders and they're only thinking about themselves, and I think they're kind of missing the point.
We should be learning from that. I think a tremendous amount of growth can happen for an audience member.
And hopefully you can be more empathetic and understand what someone is going through.
Dogs just do it naturally, and it's a beautiful thing to watch.
No one knows what curves life will throw at you. But if a driver has the courage to create his own conditions, then the rain is simply rain.
So the next film we are going to feature in our AMC Artisan Spotlight is The Kitchen. Now, this is a movie that I've been waiting for a little while. It's a movie that's it's a DC Comics movie.
Yep.
Believe it or not, it's a comic book movie, but it's a movie based after DC's graphic novels, The Kitchen, and it follows the story of these three women whose husbands were incarcerated, and they have to take over the family business to keep making that money. The problem is that it's not any ordinary business.
Yeah.
I mean, these are the wives of mobsters and gangsters and all that good stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and it really showcases everything, all the drama that goes with being a part of this world.
So these women have to run Hell's Kitchen, basically. And no three women could do it better than Tiffany Haddish, Melissa McCarthy, and Elizabeth Moss. So we know Elizabeth Moss from Handmaid's Tale,
Mhm.
and we're used to her playing this really dark, intense, gritty role in Handmaid's Tale. But Tiffany Haddish and Melissa McCarthy, we are typically used
Not
to
so
them,
much.
yeah,
Not so
being
not
in
so
these
dark and gritty.
comedic roles. But I love that it shows the diversity and just what genuine talented actors they are, and the fact that they can play these intense roles where they're taking over the business. They don't need their men. Their men
Correct.
are incarcerated. They can run it. They can do it themselves.
And that is the one thing that I'm most excited about this, because when was the last time you saw, Tiffany Haddish in a really serious movie, right? So very excited for The Kitchen. Opens this week, and make sure you catch it. It is going to be very cool.
Yeah. Next up, we have Them That Follow.
Mhm.
So it's based on it's based in the Appalachian Mountains. So it's about they're snake handlers.
Mhm.
This is a tough one to describe, but it looks great. So they're snake handlers, and they handle these deadly snakes to prove themselves to God. So basically, if you don't get bit, you're pure. If you
Absolutely.
do get bit, then it's the snake's way of saying you're not worthy.
Yeah, and when you watch a trailer, the movie looks like it could be somewhat of a horror movie. And I spoke to some people that saw the movie already, and they said it's not really a horror movie. It's somewhat of a coming-of-age story where this, young girl is trying to figure where she belongs.
Yeah.
Does she belong in her community? In life up there in the mountains,
coming of
or
age
not?
story, really.
Things like that. But worth noting. I mean, you got some serious caliber actors in this movie. Number one, Olivia Colman, who, better said, Oscar winner Olivia Colman, who you may know from last year's The Favorite, is in it. And then Walton Goggins, who has been in Tomb Raider, Hateful Eight. He's also been in the show Justified, which I'm not very familiar with, but a lot of my friends are, and definitely Django. So he's a pretty awesome individual.
Yeah. Next up, we have Brian Banks. So this is based off of a true story. And if you guys have watched the show at all, you know that I love anything that's based off of a true story being retold on the show or in a movie format. So we've got Aldous Hodge, who plays Brian. And Brian is an aspiring football player. So he's got big dreams. He's very talented. He wants to go to the NFL. However, all of his dreams they're put on hold when he's wrongfully convicted for a crime that he did not commit. So we have a clip to show you guys of Brian explaining the injustice of the system to his lawyer. Let's take a look.
The system is broken. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It just doesn't care.
I'm just supposed to accept that the system is broken? Well, you know what I say to that? The system. No, for real, man. I mean, why can't we at least try? What is the system? It's people. Yeah, it's cops, lawyers, judges. If one of them had just cared enough to even go down to that hallway Kenesha said I dragged her, listen to how the tiniest little noise echoes, I wouldn't have this thing on my leg. Mr. Brooks. Justin. I know the system doesn't care about me. I've known that my whole life. The question is, do you?
And that's Brian Banks. Glad to see Greg Kinnear back in the on the big screen. I haven't seen him in quite some time, and he has always been a lot of fun. So with that, we've covered a lot of movies, right? From your wide appeal movies, Dora, Scary Stories, to a lot of AMC artisan stuff. We're now going to get into some offers that you're going to want to take advantage of. Oh, what? Right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Exciting
That's
stuff
right.
to talk
That's
about.
right. Wait a minute.
Blinded by
Before,
the light.
good call. Thank you for that. I was getting excited for the offers because we need
We've
to announce
got some
that
good
winner.
offers, so stay
But we do.
tuned.
So the last one we're going to talk about is Blinded by the Light. So for those of you Bruce Springsteen's fans, the boss, we got a special message from the director, and she'll tell you all about it. So let's check that out right now.
Hi AMC moviegoers, it's Garinda Chadha.
And I'm Safraz Manzor. Blinded by the Light is a story about my teenage years when I was trying to find my place in the world.
First day, start at the top and stay there. Stay away from the girls!
Growing up working class, it just didn't seem possible to get out. Springsteen's music gave me a sense of hope.
Bruce is the direct line to all that's true in this world. Seriously.
It's a movie about joy, hope, and so much more.
My poems, they're not brilliant, but they're mine.
I am proud to share that Blinded by the Light has been given the AMC Artisan Films Seal, which shines the spotlight to select films showcasing an expertise in filmmaking and storytelling. Thank you, AMC.
Get your tickets now for Blinded by the Light at amctheatres.com or on the AMC mobile app.
So that's Blinded by the Light. Again, I'm very excited, and we'll get to exclusive offers in a bit. But this movie is totally in the same vein as Yesterday and all of these, you know, the Rocket Mans of the world with all these big music adventures and stuff. If you want to see this movie, we got great news for you because we're hosting a Springsteen live fan event for Blinded by the Light, and it's gonna be hosted on Monday.
Yep.
So August 12th, Monday at 7 p.m. AMCtheaters.com. See what theaters are participating that are going to be taking part in the event.
Yeah.
But you can see the movie 4 days in advance.
If you're a big Bruce Springsteen fan, you better be there.
Correct. Now we can get to those exclusive offers that I wanted to get to so bad. Get ready. We are announcing a winner in just 2 minutes. So during the Hollywood news segment of the show, we talked about Angry Birds. It opens a day early next Tuesday. We're all very excited about it. And Kaylee dropped some news, right? We have this prize pack that we're gonna give away, and you needed to answer that one question. And what exactly was that question, Kaylee? Remind our viewers.
Yeah, so you guys needed to name 3 of the 5 cast members of Angry Birds who were also either once on Saturday Night Live or currently on Saturday Night Live. So you named 3 of them. Sergio, what were their options to pick from? They had to name 3 of the 5.
The options were Bill Hader, Jason Sudeikis, Maya Rudolph, Leslie Jones, and Pete Davidson. So
who was our winner? Who named 3 of the 5?
there's one winner, and we are going to announce that person now. That person is Gretchen Denise Parker.
Awesome.
Gretchen, congratulations. Good stuff. We will send you your prize back. Just get in touch with us.
Yeah, reach out to us and we will get that right in the mail to you. That's awesome.
So what's next, Kaylee?
All right. So with Angry Birds coming out on Tuesday, as we previously mentioned, we've got something going on with that.
Okay.
If you guys buy 2 tickets, you will get a free kids pack. And that comes with a popcorn, a drink of your choice, and a fruit snack. All you got to do is buy 2 tickets opening weekend.
Watch 2 tickets, see the movie a day early, and we'll give you concessions. You can't go wrong.
Sounds
Get
like
it done. That's phenomenal. Another offer that we have going on, which we're extremely excited about. How many of you guys are Matrix fans out there? 1999, The Matrix.
20
'Cause
years.
We got some news for you. The movie is coming back on August 30th, and it's hitting our Dolby Cinema screens.
No better way to
No better way to experience this movie. And you know what? This movie holds a place near and dear to me. It was a revolutionary movie. The Wachowski brothers did things that no one had ever seen before. But 1999 was the year that I started working in movie theaters.
So it is very sentimental.
I go, man, I've been in the theater industry for 20 years. Totally awesome. Power to movie theater people.
Hey, That is awesome. Congratulations to The Matrix and congratulations to Sergio.
So make sure you catch The Matrix August 30th through September 5th in Dolby Cinema. No better way to experience that film.
All right, so we've also got a giveaway going on for Where'd You Go, Bernadette. So we've got a social post out there that you guys can go comment and enter on, and you will get a chance to win a free Fire HD tablet that comes with a 1-year Kindle subscription. So you just got to find the social post, and you'll also get some pretty cool sunglasses that Bernadette, aka Kate Blanchett, wears in the movie.
Yep. So tons of offers, tons of things to take advantage of. Again, thank you so very much for spending time with us this week. We again acknowledge that there was a technical snafu earlier, but we got through it. We were here, and glad that you participated in the conversation.
Yeah, we can't wait to see you guys same time, same place next week. Do not forget to follow us at AMC Theaters on Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube.
That's right. So there's some really big movies that we're going to talk about next week, right? Not only does Angry Birds open next week, you've got Good Boys, you've got Where'd You Go, Bernadette. There is an array of films that we're going to talk about, so make sure you tune in.
All right, until then, we'll see you at the movies.
Take care.